Hey guys, now hopefully you can see this. I'm doing this on my webcam, and I'm just going to show you how to do a good old detox and get rid of those bad old nano. Now basically, if you want to find out about nano and the harm it can do, you want to go and check out a guy called Tony Pantalleresco. But what I'm going to do now, you see this bucket. Now I've got a electricity tester here. Okay, I've wrapped copper wire around this bucket and then taped it up, and I'm going to put a lot of stuff in there just to show you that the bucket is live. There you go. See, this is a volt tester or whatever, you know, live line tester, whatever you want to call it. And there it is. So that bucket's live, guys. Okay, let's switch that off. And what I'm going to put in the bucket, I'll just show you what I'm going to put in the bucket. For a good old what this bucket does, it pulses the nano so that it disrupts their they try to all link up the little nano materials. Believe it or not, if you want to understand more about this, go and, like I say, go and see Tony Pantalleresco. But if nothing else, this is a good detox, guys. So what I'm going to put in it is baking soda. Tony says, put in about 1/4 cup each. I put, because it can get quite expensive, I put in couple of teaspoons of each of these things. I'm just trying to get there you go, baking soda. Okay, I'm going to put in Epsom salts, guys. Okay, Epsom salts, which is magnesium basically. Epsom salts, there you go, Epsom salts. Probably just a couple of litres of water, distilled water. I'm going to put in a couple of teaspoons of citric acid. I'm going to put in trisodium phosphate. Okay, a couple of teaspoons of that trisodium phosphate. That Sorcery is just the company I get it from. Trisodium phosphate. Look online, see what that does. Go and check out Tony Pantalleresco's videos on a website called Herbs Plus Beadworks. Okay, bead as in, the beads you put around your neck, etc. Okay, so I'm going to put in that trisodium phosphate. I'm going to put a couple of teaspoons. Tony recommends a 1/4 cup of each of these. Well, I'm just putting in a couple of teaspoons of each, which will be better than doing nothing. Okay. Now, lastly, I have. This is good for all sorts of stuff, guys. Where is it? Have I got a label? No, I haven't got a label. But this stuff is borax. Okay. Oh, here's the label on this packet. Okay. Borax. And that's good for all sorts. Cleansing out your system, getting rid of the crap out of your system, slowing the nano down. So borax. And then, like I say, I'll put a couple of teaspoons. I'll put a couple of teaspoons of each of those into the bucket, and I'll soak my feet in the bucket for probably, with the bucket's live. Obviously, you don't, be careful. Obviously, that should go without saying. Obviously, guys, there are no wires inside the bucket. That should go without saying. All the copper wires are on the outside of the bucket. You want to go and see how to make this? Go and check out Tony Pantalleresco's website, Herbs Plus Beadworks, and this will, if you don't know about nano, it's sort of, what do you call it? Once it gets inside your body, it looks for other bits of nano and then starts replicating, or, you know, how would you put it? Constructing. Okay, self-constructing. It's, you know, it constructs, you know, one bit of nano upon another and it forms a network, basically. And then, you know, various frequencies can program this nano. Depends how deeply you want to get into all this. But this is a way to stop it. The pulsing that this causes will stop it. Stop the nano in its tracks, you know, because it causes the pulse and makes it, you know, chaotic for the nano. But apart from anything else, you know, if you don't even believe in all that, this will help to detoxify and cleanse. Just try it. It'll get crap out of your body. I've usually the next day after I do this, or you know, I feel very good and much, you know, better, lighter. Okay, so there you go. Epsom salts, baking soda, citric acid, borax. I'll put the ingredients that you put inside the bucket. I'm going to put 2 teaspoons. Tony, like I says, advocates, suggests a quarter of a cup of each. I'm putting 2, maybe 2, 3, maybe a couple of tablespoons of. It's up to you. You know, try it out. I probably wouldn't do more than a quarter of a cup of each to start out. So Epsom salt, citric acid, baking soda, borax, and trisodium phosphate.